And it's Natter here with tonight's edition of Driver Q&A. First, we had Mark McDonald last week. We had Chris Ryder last night. And tonight, it is Corey Callahan's time in the hot seat. Corey, we got some Twitter questions for you from the fans. Are you ready?
I'm ready.
Alrighty, well, first question we have is, first of all, someone congratulated you on your recent milestone, so I'll take a little side tangent with that. So tell us what that milestone was recently at Philly and what that was like for you.
I got 7,000 wins. It's always as good as the last 1,000, but not as good as the next 1,000, so we'll go from there.
Well, 7,000 more than I think I ever planned to have, Corey, so congratulations on that. But you drive on so many tracks in the area. What's your favorite track to drive on and why?
My favorite track would be here, the Meadowlands. I'd say it's kind of a toss-up between here and my old Kentucky home, the Red Mile. But, the track here is always super fast. The horses are typically nice to drive. The guys that you're driving with are the best in the game. So, all the guys that drive here now, they made it here because they were the best at where they were at the time being. And, my only knock would just be the new rules with closing the holes and things like that. So, but those are the rules. We got to play by the rules.
So, Corey, next question from a fan is, how does weather, and they're not really asking about rain, they specifically specify temperature. How does temperature affect driving?
Other than being hot and sweaty, not too much. The horses obviously go a lot faster in the heat, it seems. So we just kind of adapt to the temperature and drive the horses the way they feel.
So next up, question is signature drive or your best career drive?
I don't know. Hamiltonian winner Captain Corey Sire, Goo Goo Gaga, when he won the Colonial Trot, he won the Beal and then the Colonial Trot. Those were fun. He set back-to-back world records in the Beal, and then he won, first up there at Chester in 52-1, which still stands, and that was set in 2015 or something like that. So obviously it was a very impressive mile because there's been some really nice 3-year-old trotting colts since then.
So quickly, maybe some similar type questions, but best career win?
Dude's the Man and the Adios was a lot of fun.
And also a favorite horse you've ever driven?
Goo Goo Gaga.
Easy answer there. And last but not least, Corey, we've seen a little bit of a decrease in your drives in the Grand Circuit, and one of our fans wanted to know if that was by choice, to travel a little bit less. Why we've seen a little bit less of you on the Grand Circuit?
A lot of that starts with the baby races. You have to sift through a lot of sand to find those gems. And, I've kind of directed more of my Saturday mornings towards, my kids and their sports. But, I have some good, connections with John Bootenshane, who's come up with some excellent 2-year-olds this year. Dylan Davis, we won a race there at the Open Mares with Majorca at Chester. If she gets any invites to some Grand Circuit races, you'll see her there. And so, it's not really by design, maybe by work ethic, unfortunately, but, I have some priorities too, so we'll just go with that.
Well, thanks so much to Corey Callahan for joining us for tonight's Q&A. Join us again tomorrow night, Saturday night, 5:45 p.m. on the pregame show. I'll be in the winner's circle with trainer Brett McGrath to talk to him. Come on out and join us and ask some questions during our Q&A.